Here is the ultimate list for you for obsession and stalker horror movies and thriller movies. You guys have been asking me for this list for quite some time now. Before I get into it, make sure to follow if you love all things horror and all things spooky as much as me. First up, I'm putting my all-time favorite on here, Vacancy. A couple gets stranded at this remote hotel, and they will begin to get stalked by these people that want some crazy things from them. This movie will have you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. When a Stranger Calls, the reboot. I actually prefer this more than the original. About a stalker who stalks a babysitter at nighttime. Hush, directed by Mike Flanagan. About a stalker stalking a deaf woman at night in the middle of the woods, where no one else is around to save her. Of course, an obvious pick, and one of my favorites, The Strangers, as well as The Strangers Prey at Night, based on actual events. Another all-time favorite movie with a killer soundtrack, Fear. This movie started my obsession with men who are narcissists that I became completely attracted to. Misery with Kathy Bates, a Stephen King film that is on my top 5 of all time, about a completely obsessed fan who stalks her favorite writer. Her favorite writer ends up getting in a car crash, and she ends up taking him to her house and nursing him back to health. But all hell will break loose as he finds out the real person she really is. One of the best stalker thriller movies ever made is Cape Fear with Robert De Niro. In fact, I think this is my favorite Robert De Niro role. About an ex-con that is released from prison looking to seek revenge against his counselor, aka his former lawyer. Black Christmas, the OG. Rest in peace to Olivia Hussey, who just passed. The Roommate, starring Leighton Meester. This is kind of like a B movie, but it was actually really entertaining. Obsessed with Ali Larter, which follows a new coworker who comes into the office building, who starts to get attracted to Derek, and she becomes obsessed with him and will stop at nothing to get him. The Hitcher, the remake. This one has a solid soundtrack, and I really thoroughly enjoyed this film. I'll never pick up a hitchhiker ever again. The Crush with Alicia Silverstone, oldie but goodie. Alone 2020 is absolutely phenomenal and truly scary. About a woman who is alone on a road trip and gets kidnapped by a guy who keeps her, and she escapes and fights for survival. Sick is about 2 girls who are alone on a lake house. These 2 girls think they're going to be alone, however, a masked intruder wants to try and kill them. And of course, I'm going to throw Scream on here. I mean, hello. If you haven't seen Greta, I loved this one. This stars Chloe Grace Moretz, and also really, really good in terms of having an old woman be the stalker, not a man. Definitely a must-see. And I have to put Fatal Attraction on here, one of the best obsession stalker films ever made. Reminds you to never have an affair on your married partner. Michael Douglas and Glenn Close deliver incredible performances. If you've not seen 1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams, rest in peace, this is another must-see film. About a photo lab technician who is obsessed with a family who he considers his own, which they don't know about. He finds out a secret about this family, wants to reveal it to them, but things end up getting very sinister. And he goes one step too far. Let me know if you guys plan to watch any of these films. If you've seen any of them, your feedback in the comments. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you're new here.